science question. Okay. Gosh, boy, I know so much about science. Okay. If a Zord fights another Zord in space, and one of the Rangers gets ejected, how do they breathe? Yeah, in the front row. They breathe what? Inside their helmets. Solid answer. I'll buy it, but we're missing something here. How does oxygen get into the helmet? Where is it coming from? Because you see we're in spandex. There is no possible way there is a gas tank connected to any of that. I like it. I like it. Magic, oxygen, go. Boom. Booth is outside. Transport. Like I buy that too. Like maybe there's a card for it.
Survival in space.
Yeah. Oxygen, engage. Can you imagine how often you'd have to do that? Oxygen, engage. Oxygen, engage. You'd never get to fighting.
Hi everyone, I'm Pete Svensson. I have a program you're here at the It's Super Morphicon.
Uh-oh. Trouble. Trouble. Hey! It's the R-Hand, everybody! How you doing? This is all we need.
This is the Gia and Jake panel. It's great.
Yep.
Well, I have no problem with that. You guys are awesome.
Thank
We
you.
planned it this way.
Yeah, we did.
This is Jake's way of getting alone time with me.
That's true. Ever since the divorce.
I knew it. My head can't.
Listen, it's been 5 years since that fateful kiss as we walked away at the end. Stop it, you're teasing.
Oh, sorry. We're past that stage.
Yeah. We actually have there's a child somewhere in the world.
Yeah, when green, black, and yellow mix together, what does that make?
That makes John Mark Loudermilk. Who is missing, but in Los Angeles.
Isn't that crazy?
So.
Anyway, hi guys.
All right, well, there's two of us here now, so I think we can open it up to some real serious questions. We've been talking about how do we breathe in space. We've come up with some pretty plausible answers. Another plausible answer. We just don't. I mean, realistically, we could just keep going down this road.
Yeah, cool. Sweet,
So
sweet.
far, the prevailing theory is we have oxygen cards and we morph them. And that just puts oxygen in our helmet.
We can do that.
We can do that.
Yeah, no one else can.
No.
That
Which is why
sucks.
NASA hasn't caught up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We have no idea.
Yeah, I'm wearing a watch, but don't let that fool you. I don't even know what day it is.
No. I have a couple more lines by my eyes, but that's about it.
Oh. I don't know.
This is like the worst question because it was like a giant blur / so many things happened.
Yeah.
I
remember at least one time when Drew was really exhausted. And
was this when he was sick?
yes.
The singing.
Yeah, and
episode.
he was because they give you the chairs and in between shots we'd sit there. And
Drew let me just tell you just real quick, I'll interrupt. He can sleep anywhere. He literally will
Anywhere.
he'll be standing up sleeping.
he's a horse.
Yeah, he'll be sitting here sleeping and we're all like, oh, I'm so tired. He's like, I'm like, what? He sleeps like 3 hours
Yeah.
a night and will take mini naps throughout the day.
Yeah.
It's the strangest thing I've ever seen, but he looks beautiful all the
It's very
time.
economical.
I think we should probably do that more often. Maybe that's his beauty secret.
What?
That's just why you're so beautiful.
So anyways,
Anyway, sorry.
he sat back one day on set, and that's my phone. And I promise I'll
1734. Why
turn
do you
that
have a
off.
military tag?
Sorry, not that. Just so popular. It's my friend, nobody else. And he sat back one day after a shot. It was very early in the morning, and he fell asleep. And so we all started messing with him. And when he woke up, he had crumbs in the back of his hair, so that when he did this, he had and do you remember this? And then we put like a bunch of stuff around him, so
Drew's
that when he tried to
oblivious
get
when
out
he's
of the
tired.
chair, he just tripped over a bunch of stuff. And when he showed up on set, he had no idea who had done it, and everyone took credit. Everyone on set. So
Let
he
me
didn't
guess
really
who it
know
was.
It wasn't me.
Me either. You're a little bitter about it still. It's okay.
What? Yeah,
Oh,
let's
I was
blame
like,
Cameron.
Cameron's here? What?
Silver.
I'm trying to think what mine has to do with Drew too, though. Drew is like, he comes off very serious on the show, but he is like so interesting. I love Drew. My favorite is all Offset. One was remember when he took your guys' toilet? And
When
put
he what?
When he took the toilet, the boys' toilet. We all lived together, by the way. He put like a sign on the toilet that he remember he like clogged it or something and put like a sad face or something.
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, it was
Drew's
clogged.
a very practical joke guy.
It was clogged. Has anyone opened a seat and seen a clogged toilet? Did you ever do that and think, wow, I'm so happy this is what I saw? No, you didn't.
Well, Drew put a sign and closed the toilet and said it was clogged, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that's right.
And
right.
everyone avoided it. Everyone was really mad. Everyone used the girls' toilet, and we were mad about it. So
Especially
that was
'cause I
bad.
used it.
And then another time, I made cookies for everyone on set. This is my favorite one. I'm so mad about it still. I made a bunch of cookies, like really good cookies, and I put them in a giant Tupperware. I was gonna bring to set for the crew and the cast. And then I woke up in the morning, and all I see is crumbs. And a note from Drew saying, I can't control myself, ... sad face. And I was so mad at him the whole day. And he let the joke go on all day. And I was so mad. I'm like, Drew, how dare you? Are you serious? And I was like, I'm sorry, I can't control myself. Like, I'm a fatty. I'm like, oh my gosh. Come to find out, he told me the next day the cookies he put in the cupboard, and they were still there. I was like, and then I was more mad, because I was like, nah, they're dried out. I was so mad. But that's Drew for you. So those are our stories.
You know, are there any moments in the show you guys remember, and maybe we can tell you a little behind-the-scenes information about them?
That's a good question.
The Legendary War. Ooh, so many stories from that. That was a
Couple
2-day.
days.
Yeah, that was a 2-day.
2 or 3?
3.
It might be 3 days.
3, but only 2 with us, I think, because they did them doing the.
They don't want us anymore.
They didn't want us.
They knew we were going out
They
there.
moved on, guys.
Yeah.
When JDF shows up, it's like out with everybody else. You know, let's see what's going on here. I do have one wonderful story because I actually was a kid watching Power Rangers when it came out in '93, and I love JDF. His ponytail specifically, I thought was pretty sweet, which he doesn't have anymore. And every time I see him, I tell him he should grow back. But that morning, when we started shooting the Legendary War, we showed up on set, and I went in to shave because I have to shave 17 times a day because of my gene pool.
That's true.
And
Same, but I don't have to shit on my face.
that's and he was there. JDF was there. And I walked in and I was like, oh, hey, it's you. And he was a little scruffy. I was like, you shaving? Yeah, I got to shave. Right on. I'm going to shave too. And we just
What a bonding
shaved.
moment.
We just shaved silently next to each other like men. And I really, really, in that moment, seriously, in a way that I never have, contemplated growing out a little chin triangle, which I did when I got home and shaved off immediately.
Anyway,
What else happened during all of that?
a lot.
Oh, a screen broke.
Wait, what?
That's the whole story. Hey! The party's arrived! And there's Ciara. How did she get there so quick?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, the blue and silver ranger, Okay, Silver!
really had to pee. That's why I'm an hour late. Because I
Sorry,
had
we
to
missed
pee.
them.
We literally pulled off to pee at Walmart. Say what?
Yeah, no big deal.
Okay. Hi, how are you guys?
Hello.
How are you?
Okay.
You look great.
They're pretty bored. It's just been us.
Oh.
We're boring.
No, of course not.
We.
Talking about how much we
Can you
missed you
sing a
guys.
song for them?
How they what? How they did?
What are we doing?
Scared Drew?
Oh, how we messed with Drew. Yeah, we were talking about.
Yeah, we're just
talking
talking about
stories
Drew.
about messing with Drew and stories of Drew messing with us. We didn't realize how circular that relationship was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Right
very
now.
interesting.
We
Also,
would really
how
mess
you
with-
breathe in space.
I
Drew
don't know.
messed with us more than
We,
anything.
yeah,
Yeah.
we would really mess with the girls probably more so than Drew.
They were mean to us.
Yeah. It sounds really creepy, but we would. I would go.
Only
and
when
do-
you say it sounds really creepy.
Yeah, I know.
I never thought creepy until you said it.
I would like
so.
hide in the girls' trailer and wait for them to come in and be like,
Oh my God! I forgot all about that.
yeah, yeah. It
Oh
sounds
my
really
God.
creepy. I wasn't
Never
like waiting for a
forgot.
long time. I was just waiting for the door to open. Hey! And they'd be like, ah! But
He got
You
me
don't
good.
understand. He's not doing himself justice right now. They didn't just hide in the trailer. The trailer has cupboards
He
where
would
normally
hide
they
in
would
a
put
cupboard.
dishware. He got in the cupboard
Well, these are like.
and
Hold on.
closed the door.
These campers, these are like those cross-country RV campers. Not the full-size, long, like mobile home campers, but like it's the half-size one. And so the storage units are big. Like you have
Yeah.
the bed here, and then the storage unit underneath is like it's like this.
Well, John would be like this.
Yeah.
If it was
Yeah.
big
In a
enough
ball.
for if it was big enough for John to fit in, like
Yeah.
in a bowl.
Yeah.
But they would open it and I'd just be like,
Exactly.
it's really
loved
creepy.
What?
Anyway, question.
It was
I
so
don't.
much fun.
Had you guys done ADR before Power Rangers?
No.
ADR is voiceover. If none of you know that.
Yeah, but not to that extent.
No.
I mean, I'd never yelled Super Starburst Blast before.
Not the
That was
type,
a
not the
first.
extent of yelling that we did for Power Rangers, but that was. I think the weirdest thing about it was actually having to be more rangery than you would think. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
we would yell it, and we would think, God, this is goofy, or wow, this is really extra. And then our coach or our director would say, yeah, ranger it up a bit. Let's do it again,
That
but
was the
make it
word.
even more rangery.
Well, that was cool about ADR is like because our season we got to be so many different rangers. A lot of the time in ADR is when we actually had that moment of saying the different call outs. So that was kind of that cool, like, saber-tooth tiger, like you feel so cool. Like
Yeah.
going back in time and like we felt the most, I think, little kid when we were inside the booth.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, because they didn't want us to wear the other season's spandex, so that experience didn't really happen. It mostly happened in the ADR booth when we'd get in there and see.
Yeah, that was a letdown. We like
Yeah.
our whole season. We were like trying to wear I especially like I got to
Yeah.
morph into silver and gold from is it RPM?
RPM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why
Thanks.
can't I wear that? Like,
Oh, this is what the 90s feels like.
Yeah.
it's sweaty. It's hot and sweaty and
Yeah.
yeah.
And also, you should know, he's not just saying it was disappointing because it was disappointing.
No.
They had the suits.
They had them
It's
there.
not like they didn't exist. Like they were right there in the warehouse.
They had the
It
silver
went
and gold
Our
helmet.
season and then every other season lined up next to it.
True.
All you had to do was go.
Also, all the weapons. They also had all the weapons. You guys remember that?
They have
We
all
walked
the
past
weapons.
We had a
We're
full
just like,
warehouse of all the weapons.
"Oh."
But
Yeah.
they have every type too. So I don't know if you guys know this, but they have varying levels of
Yeah.
props. So there's the hero prop, there's the set prop, there's
Yeah.
the stunt prop, and then there's like the one that they can beat up. And they go from like $10,000 all the way down to like $100 or something.
Also, 10,000 pounds all the way down to like an
True.
ounce.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think with ADR mainly, I realized how weak my voice was.
Uh-huh.
They realized that in the beginning they had to do all my voice work, and then I had to be like, ha, ha, ha! Like, and then by the end I'm like, hey guys.
Yeah, that was That was so you guys know that Power Rangers turn 180 degrees and blow up everything behind them, which is why none of us are going to turn around during this entire
It's a bunch
panel.
of Michael Bays.
Because we love you, okay? We don't want you to go anywhere in a ball of flame.
There's a fire extinguisher on that wall.
Right on that
So it
wall,
should be
which you
Smart.
should all take note of.
Yeah.
But when we were shooting one of the explosions, you might remember, Ciara had black pants on the entire time.
They were
Entire
leather.
time.
And black is
They were leather.
I think conductor is
They
no,
were
not a
leather-ish,
conductor.
right?
It's
They
a-
were like pleather or something.
something about the
No.
color of black really absorbs heat. So when the explosion went off, all of us were totally copacetic.
Well, no, you didn't know. You didn't realize the one of the explosions tilted over, and that's why I felt
Oh,
it.
did it?
It
Is that what
fell
happened?
A little bit.
It just
No,
just
'cause
made
I
a direct
asked.
line to you.
So
Did it?
really, we have an insurance
And
claim on our
traveled
hands now.
100 feet.
All of us standing 3 inches apart, and it went right for her.
You know what?
It was hot.
The
It
best
hurt.
part-
I took.
It's just funny because we all morphed and it's in slow motion too,
And
mind you.
we had to freeze, like, and freeze.
And then you
freeze.
just hear ow, 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 ow.
But no, I really got a burn. It hurt.
I let my dad morph in ADR one time.
Did you really?
My dad came and he morphed for me in ADR one
That's
time.
awesome.
I didn't know that.
Do you know which episode he's in?
No, they didn't use his, but I have the clip. Like I have the, and I think it's not even of me. It's a clip of like the Q-Rex, and he says like, you know, Q-Rex Megazord activate or something, and
But I've
and
got
he
a
heard
good-
his own voice and he was like, oh no, I sound kind of gay. I think I'm gonna.
Well, it's like hearing your own voicemail or your own voice.
Yeah, he was like,
hate
I don't
it.
like it. I don't like that at all. I don't want to do this at all. I'm like, that's why you're a computer engineer, Dad. Like,
Gosh.
In Ciara's defense, real quick, she did hold it together till the end of the
I
take.
got the shot.
They got the shot. So let's give her a round of applause. We've been picking on her for a little bit here.
No. Thank you so much, though. Thank you.
Azim did all his own stunts.
No, and Christina too. Christina did
Christina definitely.
everything
All of her
that
own
you
stunts.
saw.
Azim did my
She
stunts.
did.
These are lies. Learning stunts. So they trained differently from
You
myself.
got like
So
a crash
Oh
course.
yeah.
you guys trained in some shorter sword stuff, and
I've never heard
Was
what
it
you
karate?
experienced when you first got there.
did you guys do karate or what was your
We did
style?
taekwondo.
Well, each,
Taekwondo?
each
Yeah.
person was different. Cause I know mine was more karate, and I think each.
Christina did.
I just know that
Kung
Drew
Fu.
ended up in a neck brace.
No, he did. So Drew ended up in the neck brace at the end of like training, or like middle of training.
Where is Drew?
He said he was getting off the exit, so he'll show up any minute.
But he is gonna come, right?
But the best thing about Drew being in a neck brace is like we'd walk in the kitchen and he just like using it as a pillow. I'm like, of course.
If you've never seen someone in a neck brace, it's like a stormtrooper. It's like you just.
You
Yeah,
can't
he's just
move.
there.
You can't move your head. You're like.
But I didn't realize how out of shape I was until I did training. Like I thought I was pretty in shape. Like I thought I was pretty capable. and
What
then I
kind of
did-
stretching did they make you guys do?
Oh.
Intense
The kind that splits you in
stretching.
half.
Yeah.
They literally like.
Yeah, they sit on you. So our stunt guys are actual martial arts masters and experts from Japan, who they brought over because they did the original show. Like most of these guys have done the actual Power Rangers show in Japan, and so they're training us in actual martial arts, not stunt martial arts. And like these guys did taekwondo and karate, I did wushu kung fu, which is even more it requires more flexibility and stamina. And so yes, for like a solid 3 weeks, as I'm shooting, you guys got to train before you started shooting.
Yeah.
No, you were doing it as you were shooting.
They threw me into the fire of filming, and then on top of that, I'm going at night, going to training sessions, and then in the morning going to training sessions.
6 Rangers problems.
So I'm doing bow staff, wushu, and some of the other shorter blades. Oh, the trident thing, which is sort of bow staff.
And he crushed it.
Well,
Hey, do you guys think you could still do the stretching routine right now?
no.
You guys want to try?
Azim, look at me. No.
Let's try this. Come on, brother. Come on, we got this.
Oh my God.
Do you
Yeah,
rem- do-
there's no way.
Azim was so
I'm in
gung ho about it.
khakis.
Azim, you were so gung ho about it. I remember kicking at your house one night, and you were like, and I was super tired and grumpy, and you were like, Cameron, I really think that you'd be in better spirits if you got up and stretched every morning.
No, we would wake up way before we had to get up, and I'd go in like the front room, and Azim's like, in like the splits in the living room.
Yeah,
And he would do the kicks down the hallway every morning.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was great though.
All down the hallway, kicks
Yeah.
up and down the hallway.
Yeah,
It was
well,
stretched,
well,
though.
there's a part of the story missing, which is Drew and I had a serious competition over
is
who could
true.
get to the splits
He could
first.
do the splits
yeah.
now. I'm really impressed.
And of the two of us, Drew beat me.
Nuh-uh.
Oh,
Wait,
he
did he
got there
really?
first. He got there first by like half a day. I'm not kidding. I wish
I
there
didn't know
could
how
have been
intense
a
competition
timer.
was.
Like
Yeah,
these splits or like these splits?
both.
Like,
You had to be able to do all 3 directions for it to count.
Drew and Azim were very competitive.
And I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not.
And,
I'll just
and
have a
then,
beer.
And then he actually can still do the splits. So when he comes in today, late, which he will be, I want everybody to yell, Drew, do the splits! And let's see if he still got them.
I hope he does it, and then he rips his pants.
we should
Which
do
he
it.
also did!
We should make him do
yes,
it.
that's true.
We should make him do it like blood sport style. So we'll like split the tables so that his feet have to be
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Anyone? No. Other questions? We're just rambling now. I don't know. Hi.
Hi.
When you would see Gosei, there would be, it reminded me of Legends of the Hidden Temples. and all that, but I wonder what you guys actually saw, or were we seeing something that you guys weren't?
That was practical. That was not CG. That was
Talking about the cave, the command center?
the Gosei.
Yeah.
Gosei
that
was real. Gosei was a molded plastic and metal,
Tiki head.
Yeah.
totem
He
kind of
was a
thing.
freaky tiki.
And he had lights behind his eyes. It was all very practical. It was really cool. So every time he talked, yeah, his mouth lit up and his eyes would shift and stuff. So that was practical.
Yeah. It was
The
very
only-
impressive.
Tensu was
was
CG.
interesting.
Tensu was all
Oh, we had a
computer.
real
no, we had a
Tensu.
we had a
We
real
did have a
one.
real one, but he
Yes.
didn't move.
We would move him
moved.
around with the hand.
But he didn't. No, they had a remote
With
for
the
one of
hand?
them, but he didn't like.
Really?
Yeah, but they didn't use it.
Oh, they didn't use it.
They couldn't like. We had like a remote controlled movable Tensu that they
But it was
never
loud.
used because it was loud.
loud.
And it wouldn't like.
And they would CGI the head and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
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 I just like his reference to Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
great.
that was
It-
nice.
Love
but that was my first thought when I walked in on that first day of shooting
Yeah.
in the command center. I'm like, guys, we're in Legends of the Hidden Temple, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know this is Nickelodeon, but this is a little on the nose, right? Like,
Nice save. That's awesome. Great question.
Camera just goes tumbling.
Hey.
I actually got to talk to you all last year, or last Morphicon, about your favorite suits that you like.
Yes.
So one of the things I did was I actually did a poster with
Civil War.
Yes.
which side would win.
you have Megaforce and
Red,
Super
black,
Megaforce.
and pink versus yellow, blue, and silver.
Obviously, yellow, blue, and silver.
Well, of that matchup, I'm the only one
Obviously.
from my side here.
That's
So,
guaranteed.
I gotta
Join the
take out
dark
all
side.
3 of you.
But remember, my legendary mode kind of is the most powerful Power Ranger in the universe. So, like, it just is. I didn't choose it.
Suck up. Sorry, that's not my throat.
I mean, gold mode, come on.
That's really expensive.
Hello, Lucas Hahn.
Power Rangers, and I really did see you guys last year on Power Rangers 2016 in Pasadena. Cameron, I can tell you, I really love seeing the Silver Ranger. It was so cool.
Thank you.
But I heard you were concerned about the final episode on Legendary Battle, that you were disappointed. What happened?
It wasn't long enough.
But why aren't you not happy about the final episode of Legendary Battle and the ending?
There just wasn't enough battle.
I think all of us agree that it wasn't. It was pushed into a normal, like, 20-something minute episode when it should have been like an hour-long episode, if not into a whole film.
It could have been made into another Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, that's right.
Hour-long episode.
There was just so much more battle to be had.
Yeah.
And they didn't give you guys that. So
Yeah, listen, you guys, this is one of those power to the people moments where I think if you write your senator, you can actually get a longer episode.
your
made.
senator is now Hasbro, by the way.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
you got to start writing to Hasbro.
That's right.
They might listen better than Saban, because don't we
That's
all
right.
know how well Saban
I
listens
mean,
to
we
things.
don't know. They could.
They might.
show up at their doorstep is what I'm saying. Restraining orders
Do we
are
have
for
the
sissies.
offices? Do we have the address to the offices yet?
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere they exist.
Yeah. But yeah, write your senator, Hasbro.
Hey.
What's up, dude?
Cops or robbers?
Cops.
Cops.
I mean,
Although,
I
having
feel like
said
like
that-
Super Megaforce was originally robbers.
yeah.
So.
Cops. I'm confused on
Well,
that.
Well,
the space
Go
pirate
Kaiser
Super
was
Megaforce
originally.
thing
Say it.
we would have to go with robbers, right?
Whoa.
There he is.
Hey! See, our Hannah, our green light. Yeah! He just got back from Hawaii.
This is the first time we've seen Drew in like.
You guys
a
are watching
year.
us have our own reunion right now, so here we go.
Well, what's great is that we get to see all of you guys, I guess, again at Ranger Stop. Yeah.
Where's Christina?
So this is like the start of convention season for us. Well,
And
for
if-
me, I
and
don't
if-
really do conventions until.
And
the
if
end
that
of-
wasn't announced yet, guess what?
we're at Ranger Stop.
We're at Ranger Stop.
Are you going to Ranger Stop? So come to Orlando. There's Disney there too, and it's bigger.
Hogwarts is way bigger.
The Universal there is way big. You get to ride a train into Hogwarts.
You have one very, very important question.
Okay.
Or are they covered here?
Yes. Do the splits!
He did it!
He did him. He did him. Yeah.
We can corroborate that.
I
We
haven't
can
done the
corroborate
splits
that.
on the
He-
table since at least 10 a.m. So
Here to give you the actual question, which was a prank call during your time on the show.
Yeah.
Any memorable pranks either played on you or by you?
yeah, it was actually by my agent. She called me at 5 in the morning saying that I was late for a McDonald's commercial. I was like, again? And they're like, well, they're never going to use you again. But guess what? You're going to be on the season of Power Rangers. Like, got him!
That's a good one.
Didn't you
Gotta be
miss your
pretty good.
flight one time, like by a week or a month?
Drew, you missed your flight by a month.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Actually,
Wasn't a
that's
prank,
really
it's a real
That's
life
not that
thing.
funny though, because we all know how expensive international flights are. So we're sorry, but it was hilarious.
The story is that it was my father's birthday, and I was going to take him to a nice place in
God.
Valencia, in Belize. And I bought the ticket. I was excited. Told everybody about it. And then, I went to go board, and it was a month late or a month early. One of those two.
Well, you had told you had told your dad that it was a specific date. You ended up buying it for the month earlier than it was actually for. So you showed up to the airport, and they're like, "Yo, your flight was a month ago." And your dad would have had the same issue if he had shown up to the
I
airport.
remember when you told us that story. I had one of those. There's got to be a name for this moment where your first gut reaction is to just laugh so hard you pee, and immediately after followed by an intense feeling of empathy, like, oh my god, that's awful. I'm so
Watching
sorry.
somebody get hit in the face with like a soccer ball or a hockey puck or something, you're like,
And you're like, oh, that's
I'm so
surgery.
sorry.
That's surgery.
yeah, that's corrective surgery.
You fought through that one, man.
I had to. I know.
Corrective
But
surgery.
thank goodness my business partner at the time was a doctor, so she wrote me a little note.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I
you
think
got
that's illegal. No, we got to keep that right here. All right here.
Sir,
No one's
with the
recording,
cameras in
right?
the back, you need to edit that
We're just
out.
rambling so hard. Anyway.
It's like, no, this is.
How much of your own merchandise do you own?
What do you mean?
How much
What
of
do
your
you mean?
own merchandise?
Oh, props and stuff.
Well, I try to live a minimalist. You know.
I don't have any of my stuff.
Like from the show
Oh.
that we own from right now.
Like props that we took from the show. Yeah, you can count me out. on
I
that
took my bra.
I didn't get
mean,
that.
they're not going to use it again.
You never know.
I did.
one. This is one of those deny till you die situations.
I did reappropriate
Yeah, what did you borrow?
a pair of white silk long johns.
They feel
Yeah.
nice, don't they?
Yeah,
when
they
in
do.
doubt. You know.
They're so because it was cold.
It is my jacket from the show. This one I didn't. I don't know how this came to me.
That's it. You guys recognize that? That's from high school. that I slept in the
Interesting.
lockers.
This is actually fun fact for you. Does anybody know who Jan Harwood is? Good. Well,
Keeping it casual Fridays, guys.
Guys, we love our season so much.
well,
We're having a lot of fun
Well-
with this, so you guys know.
just dodging bullets over here. Harwood. This is Harwood High School.
Yeah. Harwood County
Crazy.
High.
Harwood County High is the
But
C.
Jan Harwood was our line producer on the show. She was also in a relationship with our executive producer at the time, Jonathan. So obviously a
I
little bit
didn't
of
know
that went into it.
And she, anyways,
A little salty.
her name was one of the only names out of like a crew of 300 people
That got put in the show.
that was not already taken. That wasn't like a
the
that
film
they were
high
like
school.
legally allowed to use,
that's
which we
right.
didn't know was even a problem.
It
So
would be like in a trivia game, a board game right there.
is it?
I don't know, but that would
There's
be
a Power
amazing.
Rangers Trivial Pursuit. I haven't even looked at the cards.
That's a killer question. That's super.
That'd be
super
such a
fan.
cool question.
Has anyone played that? The Power Rangers trivia? Do you remember when Drew just slapped? It has a lot of errors. Okay.
Wait, sir, do you remember any of those errors? No?
Come on.
Man, I wish
Next
we could correct those
question.
for you right now.
Was there another question? Are we?
Yep, we got one back here.
In the Megaforce holiday special, we see Gia tell Jake get a very expensive gift for Christmas, but we never get to see the gift. So,
That's true.
in your guys' mind, what did Jake give Gia for Christmas?
Yeah, Jake. What'd you get Gia for Christmas?
Well, Jake obviously was into lavish, expensive gifts. We can see he was that kind of a guy. But he also wanted to get her something that she could use. So do you remember that black leather jacket she wore? I got her one more of those.
I thought he said
And
he was
as you can
vacation.
see, she
Lambskin.
loved it.
A trip to Mexico.
A trick to Hawaii.
Never took it off. I love
Never
it.
took it off. Every episode. And that's pure love.
I have a question for y'all. Do you think it would have been cool if like me and Jake like rolled around in like a van
What?
instead of like walking everywhere? I
Like
just thought,
like
I
a
asked the writers. I was like, "Hey, wait."
like the mystery
Picture this.
Christina's
machine?
here.
Picture this.
Christina's here.
Hey!
You guys are getting like the trickle-in effect. This is like.
Ciara's the welcome committee.
Yeah.
She sprinted down the
I didn't know,
river.
like shield catch.
Hi guys. Hi everybody. I'm so sorry I'm late.
Hi,
fan club right
everybody.
there.
Hi.
Because the Christina Masterson fan club. No Cameron Gibo fan club though. I guess not.
Your hair looks so nice.
Isn't there supposed to be samurai here too?
Yeah.
Najee.
Not on this one.
I remember you guys.
We are.
Hey!
Hey.
He says
Wow,
that
look,
to
we have
every
all the
get
colors
crew.
represented now. Don't we? No, we just need red. Where's yours?
Wait, did you guys miss me?
He didn't.
Did you even notice I was gone?
Hold on.
Yes. Thank you.
Robo Knight?
Knight.
Where's
Yeah.
Chris?
Where is Chris? Drew,
Oh,
where's
he's probably on.
Fees are too high.
Dot. He's supposed to be here, right?
Oh my god. I was crying.
No, he's in.
He might be for the Sixth Rangers when they come for the panel tomorrow. He might be on that one.
So Robo Knights, the actor that played Robo Knight is not an actor. His name's Chris Auer. He was our first assistant director for second unit. So all the big stunt scenes and fight scenes and stuff that was filmed on a second unit, and he was the guy that did all the directing for that. Basically shouting at us to get to our places and stuff. But his voice was very unique, and it was used for the voice of Robo Knight. And he was supposed to probably be at the convention this week, but we don't know.
actors.
He's a wild one.
He's a wild one.
I think I forgot it.
Of which one?
Vrack is back.
Vrock is back.
Vrock is back.
Love your proper pronunciation too.
Vrock, sorry, Vrock.
Don't know the name
Name my own bad
part.
guys.
If this is the series I'm thinking of, we got to do a pretty cool civilian fight with a bunch of crates. Is that right?
I remember that.
You know what? Let's go with that's true.
I love
It's been like
I
6
think-
years. So.
I think that is true, and I think if that's the one I'm thinking of, we all actually felt really good about that fight scene.
Yeah.
Is that
Which
I thought that was the Prince one. Was that Rock or was that?
Prince Vrock, but
Prince
there was
Vicar.
that bit.
No, Prince Vicar was the other one.
Oh darn!
We all
I'm
got
thinking
hit in
of
the head
wrong
one too many times, so.
Because there's Vicar and there's Vrock, which both have V, and are confusing to me. Anybody remember? John, you want to take this one?
I
John,
feel-
how's Atlanta treating you?
We don't have a good answer for it. I'm sorry.
He was the what?
No.
That was when.
That
What
episode, that's at the end of.
Wait, what
Oh,
happened? Wait, what? I didn't hear
that's the two-parter where. Oh my gosh!
Robo
What a
Knight.
great question.
That was
I
my
just
favorite
realized
part.
the depth of your question.
Way to
Like,
ruin
my
the show
fault.
for me, okay?
Where
Way to
Robo
ruin
Knight-
it.
Oh my
Spoilers.
gosh. Okay, well now I know exactly what you're talking about. Can I tell you my favorite part of that one? That we shot that on one of the black sand beaches of New Zealand, and this particular beach, there's a section of it that you can't go to because tide gets really high. So we had to wire
So we
that
went to it.
whole. Do you remember? There's a bit where we're running away and they're shooting right before Robo Knight saves us all. I'm gonna take that as a yes. And we had to wire all of the pyro before the tide came up. And so we had like hardly any time near the end of the day to finish shooting it. And it was this like magical sunset shot when we finally got that bit where Robo Knight defends us all, right? We're like all about to get taken down by the messenger guy. And then Robo Knight comes in and stops it.
Was that during the couple episodes that I just didn't hear my morpher ringing or something?
Yep, that was. You didn't.
Typical.
You were being a responsible 20-year-old. You were working.
That's when I was kidnapped.
Oh, he wasn't working.
Sleeping Beauty. That's when my skin turned gray.
He was at 23 Cafe.
He was at 20. Thank you for that question.
So in the series, you took
There
off
he is.
the helmets and put them on again, but you didn't actually do it. You sort of put them in front of your face and stuff. What was that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no. we put them on and take them off.
Can't you tell?
No, but in all seriousness, for continuity purposes, they don't want us to put our helmets on during an actual shot because A, they all have clasps on them like this, so you would have to see, like the magic kind of goes away when you look and see like fiberglass and foam, and it doesn't look like a real superhero's thing. But then also it messes up our hair and our makeup for the day, and so they have to reapply and redo the hair and so that's why at the start of a shot you see us taking off. It's just like this. It's just- and then we put it on again. And then we take it off again. Cut, action, cut, action. So it saves time. It saves hair and makeup. It's all just for that purpose.
Yeah.
Can I just say, though, that I think of all of us, Drew probably could have gotten away with wearing his helmet and taking it off, and he would have looked
That's
amazing
true.
underneath. Look at that. Will you just look at this man? How about a round of applause? We're glad you made it, brother.
Best Power Ranger with the best hair goes to Drew.
Ciara told the story earlier about how you got her with the cookies.
You hid my cookies from me.
You
Remember?
Do you remember
I was
that?
on a really fit craze then. I was just like,
I made
No, no,
cookies.
you didn't-
Like,
you
were
didn't
doing
eat them.
jokes all the time.
You put crumbs in a thing and made her think you
And
ate
you
all
put
the
a
cookies,
no
but
and
you
said,
actually
sorry, I
just
can't
hid 'em
control
in-
myself, ...
That's
And you-
good.
You put the cookies in like up in the cabinet and lied to me that you ate
yeah,
them
I do
all.
actually remember that.
That's attention to detail. That's like a detail prank.
That
Like you left
is.
crumbs in the thing. Like
That's
I just remember
backstory.
taking Christina's cookies and just smashing them. She's like, oh my gosh, there's one less biscuit.
Are you talking about me over here?
I probably gained like 20 pounds off of those rice crackers.
Oh,
Are you talking about the
sorry.
biscuits again?
We went down the food.
Biscuits.
Love the biscuits.
Oh,
The,
biscuits.
the shooting schedules were, I mean, busy, and they had us working quite a bit. So, I mean, they just had us caffeinated and on sugar 24/7. I mean, we
was like-
needed the calories.
Coffee. It was like coffee, rice crackers, cookies. Power Rangers making out.
Oh, sorry.
So they create the magic.
I feel a sensation on my lips right now for no reason.
There's a simple explanation for that.
Always.
Next question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
Cool.
Did I morph into the White Ranger? The white.
Sweater? Are you wearing your sweater?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. We don't know how I got it.
I don't remember specifically, but I
Yeah.
think I morphed into one or two other 6th Rangers that didn't make it into the actual show. Maybe the White Ranger. Maybe the.
And I fell one time. That didn't make it in the show.
Oh, yeah.
The one that I was really mad about was not being able to morph into the Christmas Ranger, the red and green, Christmas, because that technically happens in your guys' first season during the Christmas, but then they cut all the footage because they didn't want to bring me in early.
Yeah, but
Their
I found
loss.
out there's
Their
another
loss.
Ranger on the other season. And
Anyways,
Megaforce.
next
That's
question.
like my sister
Or no.
something.
Yes. I didn't do any research because I was already kind of into it. My boyfriend at the time was also a photographer, so I learned a lot from him. So I guess I did do a little research from him, but also I was already interested in it, and I was taking photos myself with like a film camera and Polaroids and things like that. So it was a very easy transition.
Fields and grass, pieces of wood that I find on the side of the road.
Mushrooms.
Do you remember that log that
Macro
you found on the
lens.
side of the road?
Man.
Yeah, it was a house. It was like a log house.
Yeah.
Did you build like a
table.
stool or table? Yeah. A stool and a table.
It was really impressive, actually. She went to a foreign country and started building furniture.
It was great.
It was amazing.
I haven't built anything since I've been home.
Just people waving.
Someone just waved. I had to wave.
Y'all should
Yes.
wave back. Wave at them.
So in a hypothetical scenario where they do an episode, a crossover episode, where you guys fought another Ranger team,
Yes.
what team would you like that to be? Who would you
I
guys
love
vote
this
for?
question.
All of them.
Yes! Drew for the win.
I would fight.
Just run at him.
I would never fight Samurai.
No.
Because of Alex's big sword?
Yeah. It's intimidating.
It's
Ew, gross.
I would. It's called the Fire Snatcher, by the way.
Yeah. It's called what?
The Fire Snatcher, right?
Is
Is
it
it really?
possible, like,
Smasher?
could Super
Smasher.
Megaforce fight Megaforce? That would be a cool fight.
So basically, me
Ooh.
versus you guys.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
win.
All right.
I win.
I win.
He does have a killer mantle. Gosh, I don't know. What do you guys think? What? I love his
Who would
guys.
you
A
like to
mantle
see?
is the name for that huge shoulder piece he wears.
Who would you see us fight? Oh, nice. Go, Megaforce. Who would you guys see us fight? Like if there was a crossover episode and we. Time Force?
Dino Charge?
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
Yoshi.
Wait, where?
Overdrive?
No, I'm just saying.
Just a slaughtering. Yeah.
Here's the deal, guys. I mean, in all honesty, I shared something with these guys, what was it, around 4 or 5 months ago? Rant magazine online source went through all the Rangers and all the fans around the world, and they put the strongest Ranger clan. Who do you guys think that was? So that answers your question.
It was us. It was us, right?
Yeah, it was us.
Yeah.
We were the strongest Ranger clan?
Yeah.
And I think they actually named Silver as the strongest Ranger.
Six
Oh
Ranger,
my
yeah.
gosh.
No, I'm not. That's not.
Oh my
Hey.
goodness.
You know what? Am I right or am I wrong?
And we're not here to prove anything, but if you want to know more information, you can find it at a booth. I printed it out.
He's got a printout of all the information.
The strongest Ranger was Tensu.
He speaks Andresian, so.
Oh
Question to what he said there, where you had the helmet off.
Yeah.
Did you guys think for your next venture, Billy May style infomercial, Power Rangers Megaforce with the helmet hurl, just 30 minutes, 3 times a week?
Yes.
Like P90X Power Ranger series. Like
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Just putting our suits on was a workout.
That's
There's like
true.
3 layers of spandex and neoprene
Going
and
to the
leather
bathroom was a
and
workout.
That's true.
Suck.
if we had to go to the bathroom, you take it all off. There's no like zipper or like flap.
It
It's
sucked for
just
me and
you have to
Christina.
take off the whole outfit.
Show of hands. Who wants to hear more about our bathroom experiences?
They're pretty entertaining. It's pretty entertaining.
That's actually a lot of hands.
Yeah, there's like a lot of stories though.
A lot of.
Next question.
Next.
Oh.
Hi.
I was just wondering if you had any like character development insights we didn't see during the show, just something you kept in mind while you were filming, so
Yeah.
How much did Jake love Gia?
Yeah. No, really though, there was. I remember. I think I probably. Yeah, I complained about this to everybody on stage. There was a whole thing that I had to go through because I never actually go up to Gia and like pour my heart out.
Well, me and Azim, we were told that this relationship was going to have a build up and we are going to start this great thing, and we started it, and then all of a sudden it dropped.
It kept because it kept stalling, but it was always like the flame was always there.
Well,
so for me, the hardest part was like, okay, why don't I just tell her? So every episode I had to come up with like a different reason why, like, oh, that's just a little scared, or oh, well, no, we should just go fight the bad guys.
As an actor, you can only have one motivation for so long.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they told us he was
Yeah.
progressing too quickly, which is so strange. I guess our chemistry just
off the
was
charts.
too much.
Yeah.
I was gonna
It was
sell.
black and yellow. Black and
I thought Noah would sell the weapons somewhere, but that sounded too black market-esque.
It's like a black market weapons dealer.
So I just went with just making them for us, and then it worked out. I also thought about being a mechanic, but that didn't work out either. So, yeah.
Anyway, so
I think there was a lot of things that we had, character development-wise, we had to come up with a lot of stuff.
Gosh, let's not even get into parents.
Yeah.
I didn't even have.
I don't even want to
What
get.
parents?
Yeah.
What parents?
Yeah. Actually, wait, we saw somebody's house.
Brothers and
No, it was me coming
You.
out of a neighborhood.
We saw you coming out of the
Yeah.
house.
Sit down. Sit down.
Guys,
Yeah.
he's the only one with a home.
Yeah. Literally.
But I played it off. Bye, Mrs. Morrow.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah. Which is why during the legendary battle, when we're all around the campfire, everybody just looks totally cool with it, except for John, who's like, "You guys, where's the bed? We need something."
I was cool with it because I had already lost everything, so.
Yeah.
I had nothing. I don't really care.
Oh, that's right, Drew. You had a bedroom.
Didn't we have beds in there?
You had a bedroom to dream in.
Weird dream.
Right, I did have a dream.
You had a dream.
Sweating.
Yeah. You
Still happened. It was like a poison.
had a bedroom with no air conditioning.
And I slept a lot. Yeah, and I really just, that was method at one point. 'Cause actually,
Yeah, I told you.
There's so many pictures of me falling asleep in scenes.
we told you
like
he's
take
great at
23
sleeping.
in the school, Ernie.
Hello.
Or when we're actually, we're in the command center, we all had the crates. Remember
Oh,
we
we
shot
had
them
to
for like
sleep.
2-3 hours, and the air conditioning was super hot outside.
Perfect sleeping conditions.
Yeah.
And when you have no
Daryl's
lines,
here.
it's perfect, you know.
Hi, Daryl.
Hey, Daryl.
Hi, Daryl.
That's Daryl.
Hey.
Lies.
Hey.
He's very
Everybody's important to somebody.
Have you guys already asked this question? How far has anyone traveled? What's the farthest person someone's traveled in here?
Last question.
Oh,
so much a question, just a comment for you guys.
Oh.
Carson here goes down to when he was 16, he started wearing a CPAP mask. And in order to motivate him, like, you have your own mask at night, so you can like a Power Ranger mask, and you can dream about Power Rangers at night.
Yeah.
And I said, in fact, we can probably get a colored one, and you can dream about, that Power Ranger at night. And I said, what color do you want? What color did you pick?
yeah.
Did you have good dreams? Yeah. That is so sweet. It's so sweet.
Yeah.
He said
Christina?
with a challenging tone.
You're up.
I could do it in slow mo.
Yeah, you guys want to do wait.
Mine's different from your guys.
Yours is different from ours.
I had to
That's
start-
okay.
I had to
Let's-
start with the crossover.
Should we try it? You guys want to try it?
Okay,
Yeah.
All right, listen, I'm just going to peer pressure you into it. Let's
Just
try
do
it.
it.
Come on.
which one?
film
one,
you.
and then
You gotta do the Megaforce with that. Here, I'll film you.
No, please don't.
Hey, it's me.
Does everybody have their phone?
And I'm gonna film.
I'm gonna do it this because we're helping out Ninja still here.
Hold on. I'm gonna turn the camera around and film.
Does anybody remember our order?
Yeah.
The only thing I remember.
I'm next to you.
Right?
Now, Cam.
No.
In slow motion.
Wait, no, you gotta do your thing.
I'll do the Super Megaforce later.
You guys remember?
Later.
I'll do it on my own. I won't. Hey, I'm not gonna. I'll still do it.
Okay, ready? Here we
He's
go.
like, we did it 10 times. On 3, hit it.
Yeah, we're pulling. We're pulling, and don't forget to find the card.
Remember that one time we went flying?
Let's get some encouragement. Let's get some encouragement.
Okay, and 1, 2, 3.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, are we there? Was that late?
One more time.
You guys call it. How about that? And at the end, we're
Okay, wait, but don't forget, Chris, we gotta get this first.
All right, it's Morphin time. Woo!
We're at the stretch. That was a problem.
Yeah. Drew, you still got your splits? Because I don't.
Yeah, of course.
Does he really?
Thanks, guys.
All right, is
Is
that our time?
That's our time.
You guys, thank you
That's our
so
time.
much.
All right, thank you.
Seriously. If you have any other questions, we'll be out there. Come say hello,
Just
please.
Real quick, guys, I just want to thank you guys all for your time and for coming out. I know everybody's traveled from near and far, but I just want to let you guys know that we have this shirt that I designed, and it's to go out to charity for Kids Can Cosplay. Okay, so this helps for kids that are in the hospitals right now. This is for kids that can't afford to come to conventions like this around the world, and a big proceed of this for this T-shirt is going to go out so the kids can experience stuff just like you guys do. So anyway, I just want to guys give you a round of applause and thank you for our time. Hey. I am. You got it. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry for the delay.